just received a message from Faisal with the title Struggling GPA. And he is a senior in college. He's had a couple internships. He's trying to figure out if GPA actually matters when it comes to his job and what the narrative should be to potential employers. And so I'll read you his message real quick, and then I'll also give you some of my thoughts, my perspective on the issue, because maybe this is something that is affecting you as well. So here's the message. I'm entering my senior year this fall, and for the past 2 summers, I've had 2 great internships that have helped me develop important skills for the finance industry. But academically, I've been struggling with my GPA not making the cutoff for a lot of these companies, as well as not being able to speak to it articulately when asked about it. Do you have any suggestions as to how I can talk about it in a way that doesn't damage the work I've done too much? Okay, so let me start off by saying that my GPA in high school was so bad that I got kicked out of high school. And then in college, I wound up getting a terrible GPA as well, and I still wound up at Amazon because 1 or 2 years out of school, your GPA doesn't matter at all. It only matters a little bit when it comes to competing for your first role, maybe your first or second role. So what I'd say is how to tackle this as far as an answer goes. There's a couple ways to spin it. Maybe you went through a particular personal struggle. Maybe that's why your GPA was really poor. Maybe, and you can have some, be candid about that possible experience that you have. Another way to think about this is maybe certain classes that pertain to the role you did really well on. And you can say something along the lines of like, my GPA got pulled down because of some classes that I was really not interested in. However, in the classes that pertain to this role, my GPA was really strong. And so, unfortunately, on an average GPA, I didn't do so well, but I know that I can deliver because my history shows it with the classes that I did deliver on. And so that's one possible way to spin it. You really got to think about this as a way to sell yourself. Another thing too is try to not put the GPA on your resume so it doesn't wind up being a focus. So hopefully it doesn't come up, but if it does, then you can try a couple different ways of spinning the narrative that seems to work well. So hopefully this winds up helping Faisal and possibly yourself if you're watching this and you have a similar situation. So we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.